Turkey launched a special operation in Kurdish-controlled areas of Syria after a July 19 summit with Iran and Russia did not give the green light for a new offensive against Kurdish fighters, whom Ankara considers terrorists. A Turkish drone strike injured at least 4 people in the Kurdish-controlled region of al-Hasak, the latest in a string of such attacks. The SDF, the de facto Syrian Kurdish army, says it has had at least 13 of its fighters killed in Turkish attacks since July. Turkey has launched a series of cross-border offensives against Kurdish forces and the Islamic State group since 2016, but such operations have rarely resulted in the deaths of Syrian regime fighters. Regime forces have been deployed to areas controlled by Kurdish fighters near the Turkish border as part of agreements aimed at deterring a new Turkish operation. Turkey has fervently opposed Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, supporting rebels calling for his ouster and opening its doors to refugees. But last week, Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu called for reconciliation between the Syrian government and the opposition. His comments were seen as a clear easing of Ankara's long-standing animosity toward Assad's government and drew the ire of the Syrian opposition and rebel groups. According to the Military Observer, Turkish airstrikes on regime-held border posts in Syria have killed 17 militants, prompting the Damascus government to threaten retaliation. 17 militants were eliminated in Turkish airstrikes that hit several Syrian regime outposts near the Turkish border, the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported. The report did not specify whether the victims were affiliated with the government or Kurdish forces. At least 3 Syrian soldiers were among the dead and 6 were wounded in the Turkish raids, the official news agency reported, citing a military source. Any attack on a military outpost run by our armed forces will be met with a direct and immediate response on all fronts, the report said. The strikes were carried out near the Kurdish-held city of Kobani, the site of overnight clashes between Turkish forces and the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces. Kurdish forces also struck Turkey overnight, killing 1 soldier, the Turkish Defense Ministry said. 13 terrorists were neutralized as a result of Ankara's retaliatory strikes inside Syria, the ministry said, adding that operations in the region are continuing.